Way I hear it, about a dozen of us need pulled out of the woodwork by the time the throne of...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Lots to do.
At once, master.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully...
Might that be a Wakestone shard? Oh, how lucky we are to have stumbled across one.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Shall we seek some answers?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well. If you... But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many...
We could make the fruit roborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
At last! It all becomes clear.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roborant, are we? Always a pleasure.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
What am I to do? We really ought to return by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
New skill. What was it I had planned for tomorrow? What am I to do? Really ought to have returned by now.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Strange.
I upped my training regime.
What am I to do? Really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for. That lays most of my ears on. Yet before.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap... Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long... At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. It is a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend in counting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. It is a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
I'm in fine fettle today.
What am I to do?
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you. We may benefit from pursuing the information.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap... Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught.
Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt, so I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in...
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be obeyed.
What to make of this? Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead.
I don't like this place at all.
We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
That explains the harmony betwixt us.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. Goodness, we're higher up than I'd thought.
It would be quite painful were we to fall.
Careful now! Goblins, Master!
Shame I've no advantage over these foes. Are we all in the same boat?
You've been danced hard! You must steer clear of fire!
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Fight on! Victory shall be ours!
A resounding success! I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Right
Was all for naught.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
That's it. I've had enough. Got me.
I'll turn you into a
I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
We must proceed with caution, lest our charge come under attack.
I'm just glad to live another day.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say. once, Master.
I'm about ready for a break. Not much going on.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
It is quiet about.
Another day over. They have this time I laid down my tools.
My hunting for one day.
Not without its charms.
Come rain or shine.
Lettering all
I'll make
day.
the signs work.
I've got the sharpest ears in town. Time to head to market, methinks.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
It's just another day. Same as the one before.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Well met, sir.
Stomach's
How might I be
complaining.
of service?
I'll have an early supper. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew. could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? 'Tisn't easy travelling out in the world, all alone. Hope to see you again.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again. This hustle and bustle puts me right at home. There might be.
Nothing to report, I'm afraid. I'm proud to have served Arisen, and would gladly again.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Twas a fine adventure we shared. May we meet again.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust. Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
What am I supposed to?
It's one of life's great pleasures. It's been a hard day.
Somehow my feet always.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Not a foe in sight.
A brief respite is naught to decry. I shan't allow any further harm here. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Avoid flame. Any costume. You could have been doused in oil.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
could look upon this sky for all eternity. If 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll go and open the chest.
If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey.
A good sleep does wonders. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that room goes away.
Elements, power your strikes! I'll combine my magic with yours that you might want to tell me.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Focus your strength, Arisen! Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Here, use these fires with nice harpoons. Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Treasure chest! I can... There, Master! Harpies! Flame is its weakness! Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. Hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
looks a likely path, doesn't it? But how are we to reach it? We must keep our eyes peeled for a way forward.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops? Oh, be on your guard. One more time. They're sure to bring it down. We'll strike fast and sure, and our quarry shall fall. Lord save our best.
Seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. You wish me at the Vanguard? By your will.
Goblins! What's wrong?
Some of our foes excel at attacking from a distance. Handle them first, lest they unleash their foes on our heads. Naomi. Not bad. Glad to be of service. Well said. Respect, with power, elemental magic. My curative magics are at your disposal.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, 'twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I'd sooner stay out where it's possible.
I will amend my decision to involve my superiors. Greetings. Little did I expect to find you here. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.